The conclusion of Chief of War Episode 3 provides a plenty of complex stuff to analyze. The protagonist of Chief of War, played by Jason Momoa, is the warrior Kayana, a real-life historical hero renowned for both his extraordinary journeys away from his native place and his culturally transformative deeds on the Hawaiian Islands. The historical setting of Chief of War transports Apple TV Plus customers to a crucial period in the island's history. Although Hawaii is shown in the show as being divided into 4 separate kingdoms, these nations would eventually unite to form a single, cohesive kingdom. The start of Western influence, which would ultimately result in Hawaii becoming a U.S. state in the 20th century, is also shown in the series. Although Chief of War has experienced a time jump from Episode 2, the series is set in the late 18th century. While Englishman John Young has taught the language to people on the island of Hawaii, Kayana has been able to acquire a decent level of English during his tenure on board the British vessel. In addition to studying English, Kayana's time at sea has taught him more about guns and weapons than the Hawaiian Islands have ever seen. He finds this fascinating, and during the episode, he searches for a means to obtain a significant number of weaponry in order to return to Hawaii stronger. Following a brief transition to King Kahekili, the episode begins with Kayana learning how to shoot a weapon. In Episode 1, Temuera Morrison's character, Kahekili, deceived Kayana into assisting him in taking over the island of Oahu. This creates a clear incentive for Kayana, who wants to defeat Kahekili and return to the Hawaiian Islands to make amends. Kayana and Vi, a lady she meets on shore, identify themselves as Hawaiian. Given that the Western ships will still travel that route, Vi is interested in establishing trade between the English and Hawaii. Knowing that it might be their only option, she aspires to use compromise to limit British dominance. In exchange for his assistance persuading the chiefs of Hawaii to create these trade routes, Vi is prepared to give Kayana the weaponry he requires. Vi understands that English traders would eventually obtain Hawaiian sandalwood, which is a precious resource that might be quite advantageous. Kamehameha is introduced in Episode 3 in the most fierce manner imaginable, showcasing his strength in an underwater competition. He then makes his way back to the island of Hawaii's Kau district, where he talks with the king. The king is near death, and Kiua, Kamehameha's cousin, will take the throne. An instantaneous dualism between Kiua and Kamehameha is established in this royal gathering. Kamehameha maintains that the true strategic potential is to create a sustainable food supply, while Kiua, despite his age advantage, is more reckless and wants to beat Kahekili in battle. We first encountered Kahumanu in Episode 2, and her father, Moku, has a particular justification for her being engaged to Kamehameha. Despite the fact that Kamehameha is not the heir apparent, Moku believes he has a bright future. Kahumanu should assist Kamehameha in reaching his full potential, according to Moku. This worries Kahumanu because she was informed during her consultation with the seer Tala that she would never be able to conceive Kamehameha's offspring. She worries that she won't be able to carry out the role that queens are supposed to play in a monarchical society if she were to become a queen. A sailor named Tony, who develops a fondness for Kayana and assists in teaching him English, is introduced to viewers as part of the subplot of Kayana's time away from Hawaii. Unfortunately, Marley, a disgusting, racist man who views Hawaii as nothing more than a way to earn some money, is also on board the ship. By the episode's conclusion, Tony is taken prisoner by Marley and the other racist thugs, who threaten to sell him into slavery. Tony's future is uncertain, but the episode clearly sets up a competition between Kayana and Marley, who both want to return to Hawaii but have distinct plans for integrating into Europe. According to a prophecy put forth by the Chief of War, a great monarch will ascend and unite the islands. As we can see, Moku now thinks Kamehameha is the predicted monarch, whereas Kahekili still thinks he is. Moku sensed the prophecy in the beginning, and Kamehameha was born on the night of the comet. With or without having children, Moku thinks that Kahumanu would assist Kamehameha in becoming the man he is meant to be. A key plot point, a succession struggle between Kamehameha and Kiu, which was hinted at in Chief of War Episode 3, is also established by Moku's belief. Gunpowder and Kayana will only serve to fan the flames.